Hello everybody and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Now today we're jumping back into the game because there's been copious amounts of updates. I want to say 4 or 5 updates since the last time we played the game, and essentially a lot of things have been fixed. So today we're seeing whether essentially the ocean worlds have been solved, because they had a massive bug last time we tried it that kind of ruined the experience, and now we're going to try out these ocean worlds for the first time in virtual reality. If they haven't been fixed, I'm going to be, well, quite upset. Now, we're at quite an intensive planet here in terms of particles to start us off, and the first thing we'll take a look at is the visual quality as that asteroid comes landing down over there. So, overall visual quality is okay. The resolution isn't that high on base PS5. I don't know whether it dynamically scales. I feel like in some cases it kind of feels like it does, but here we've got a lot of shimmering, especially around the edges of the objects here across the kind of the cloud issues back. Then again, closer up stuff like my hands, ships, look pretty great. Once we get out into space, the game really starts to shine. But we need to head to the nearest space station and teleport to the purple system where I have a base. Also, only 25% you are subscribed, so please feel free to do so. And thank you to our patrons and YouTube members for bringing this content straight to you. Okie dokie, right. Here we are. Wasn't the one I initially thought it was, but it is now, and a heavy, you saw that frame skip then, frame time dipped to about nothing. But this isn't what we care about. I want to jump down to the proper coast, through all of this horrendous ash that's on this little volcanic island, at least I think it's ash, to, well, this that you can see here, which is the Waterworld. Now, first things first, flickering, I mean, it's still here. Still an issue, even without a flashlight. Even in daytime this happens. It isn't too bad without a flashlight, to be fair. Like, it is flickering, it isn't great. If, like, flashing lights kind of fuck you up, this is going to be not great, I imagine. Now, what I'm wondering about is this is how the deep ocean should look, right? And when you get deeper further down, it should look even spookier than this. But the previous issue was that the water just disappeared in VR last time, essentially in the last part of the update. Wow, this is sick. And I didn't really get to appreciate it very much because of that. But when you go into the build menu, we're going to grab a Nautilin. Here is my Nautilin. In we go. Let's explore the deep oceans, I guess. And I mean, immediately, you can still see that's another planet through the water there, but this is just pitch black. Bioluminescent stuff everywhere, but in terms of this, feels like I'm playing Subnautica or something, like in terms of how deep this is. And it is just, the OLED really shines here. I think by this point last time I played, oh my god, okay, the water would kind of despawn and I just kind of fell out of the ocean as if there was no water there, so I'm hoping that's been fixed now. I think that was a PS5 like specific issue and not just a PSVR2 one though. That's sick. This is what I thought it would be like. This is This is amazing. This is crazy looking. Apparently, like, there isn't really any fauna here though, but I think that's a lie. I think down in the deep dark down there is some stuff. Look at that. This literally is like the closest thing to Subnautica VR we have on PSVR2 now. Oh, it's so eerie. It's so quiet. There's little bioluminescent stuff around. The surface anywhere near me now. This is a completely different experience to last time. This looks actually pretty great down here as well, fidelity wise, because I'm looking at it through the glass. It's still pretty sharp, but like it kind of masks a bit of the low res-ness that No Man's Sky currently has in its current state. It's a really strange game to try and kind of rank at points. Thought that was a fish, because the visual quality changes so much. But in its current state, it's not great. But this does look fantastic down here. Maybe it needs to like render less because you'll see, you've got kind of this fog, so the resolution's higher. It feels like it kind of is. Maybe that's it. This is how it was meant to. I wish it worked like this, and like I wish it worked this well when it first dropped, on the day it dropped. Because this is really eerie, and we're really far down now. These bones are really freaky though. Jesus Christ. Maybe that's why there's kind of no life here. No fauna. Okay. The controls for the Nautilin are a lot better as well, I feel. And the frame rate is a lot better down here. Much better than it was up there. Yeah, the game definitely is running better here, and it feels like it looks sharper. Okay, I want to get back to the Nautilin now. Let's get back in and keep going. But the frame rate genuinely is much better down here. Maybe I just live at the bottom of the ocean now in No Man's Sky. Is that lightning from on top of the ocean? What's going on here? I think so. I think it might be like it's spawning in the lightning stuff. I think it might be a storm up above the sea. I don't know how deep I am either. It must tell me, right? Oh, depth, yeah, 600, 700. Okay, so I'm nowhere near as deep as I can be. But yeah, I've seen oceans in this game that are like fully inhabited by loads of stuff, but this one is eerily dead, and I don't know whether I prefer that or not. Yeah, that's definitely like the storm is like kind of rendering in, the clouds are above. But yeah, this has worked flawlessly so far. No issues of the water like popping out of existence like it did before. Down here looks better than it did as well. I don't know if that's something they've changed purposefully or whether that's just kind of happened, whether I'm placeboing it. Doesn't feel like you're going down, but you are. It really like creeps up on you. Okay, it feels like I'm going down now because this is just an abyss, but before, you know, I've gone from what, 600 to 1,000 in like, doesn't really feel like much time. I just know that when I go back up to the surface, it's going to take ages. I feel like 4,000 is like the max depth for some of these worlds. It's absolutely crazy. Let's see if we can find just any planet really that has water on it that will have life in it. But it's sick these really deep water planets work now. They're completely flawless basically in terms of their function. That's amazing. Really cool to see. Still going. Can't even see the water yet. We should be able to soon though if we're going at about 10 units a second. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I see the planet like poking through there. God, that is freaky. I might get out and just stand on top of my Nautilus maybe. There we go, the sound kind of returns. They've done a great job with the sound design. And like, honestly, if I just get out here, as awful as this is with just having the void below me, that looks amazing. Like in the headset, this right now in terms of resolution looks phenomenal. Because it's simple, you know? Whereas just the busier planets, it's the planets with a lot going on, just struggle, you know? Okay, there we go. Let's summon my ship, shall we? Oh my god, it's pushing the water physics. That just made a wave that's coming over here. Do you see that? That's in VR. That is mind-blowing. That is genuinely mind-blowing. What the hell? It creates waves around it. Yeah, it's just creating like ripples and waves. I do kind of wish I could look in, Yeah, look, we're making a ripple as we go as well. That's so cool. I can actually look in photo mode as we go. Yeah. Man, that's sick. Okay. Let's go. Let's get out of here. This planet's cool, but it's very, very, misty. There's the anomaly. What the fuck? Let's have a look at the galaxy map, shall we? Dissonant world. Water. I want to get here. Oh fuck, well. That's that, I guess. Fantastic, right. I just need one of these that has some water on it. Not loads, but you know, it doesn't have to be loads and loads. I have a feeling there's one hiding behind this. through the clouds we go. And there is, and a lot of it. Now, this is what we're looking for. Hopefully there's some fauna here or something. Arctic planets have also had a bit of an overhaul. However, this is what I'm talking about. We're kind of above ground. The frame rate's good here, but it's a bit busier with the trees around and stuff like that and everything loading in. That it just, I don't know, the fidelity isn't quite as good as those underwater scenes, at least the desolate ones that we had before. Let's see if we can find some of the new fish life. Because this won't be really deep water like the world we were just on, but it will be water that is a bit deeper than it used to be with epilepsy, of course, as we know. There we go, and now we're in. We have proper sea life, comparative to what we used to have with a lot of fish around here. And these, which I actually haven't seen before, but here they are. These are brand new to the game. Seahorses. I did not see these last time. God, their design's pretty cool, though. Whoa, that's a big boy. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Very Subnautica-like, some sort of shark creature. But yeah, this is kind of what would populate those deep oceans. And a lot larger creatures as well. Some of the deep oceans have huge, kind of colossal-looking stuff, like the squids, which we saw in the original video, but I can't seem to locate again here. But this is kind of what it looks like in terms of being populated. The deep sea will look a bit more like this. Just the one that we had before was pretty devoid of life. Oh my... no! Poor fish, man. They're getting picked off by this shark. That's so sad. Anyway, there you have it. A sit rep on No Man's Sky at the moment. As you can see, some things still very broken. Okay, I can't stand on that. And other things are a lot more fixed than they used to be. So if the deep sea wasn't working for you before, it should be now. It should be all good. Roam it to your heart's content. It is fantastic to kind of be in that environment, and it's really freaky if that sort of thing spooks you. But some of the water flickering is still an issue, and the performance and resolution can take a hit above ground sometimes. But in the deep ocean, you're usually running pretty smooth. So enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.